I'm Jyoti Purvaja. I scored 715 out of 720 in NEET 2024 and I'm currently studying second year in JIPMER. Today, I'll be explaining you the strategies I used during my preparation and we'll also discuss some of the doubts you asked. So basically, you have three subjects: physics, chemistry, and biology, which carries 180, 180, and 360 marks. And for each right question, you get plus 4 marks. Unattempted question, 0 marks. One wrong question will give you minus 5 marks. Now we'll see two diamond tips. Number one, you should never discriminate any subject. All three subjects are equally important. Number two, both 11th and 12th carries equal weightage. Now let us deal with each subject separately. I made a mistake in physics, which we'll discuss at the end of the video, so make sure you watch till the end. Number one, biology. Why am I talking about biology at the first place? Is because many students just neglect biology because it is so easy. But think of it, it carries 360 marks out of 720, which is like 50% of your entire marks. The only source you are going to rely upon for biology is NCERT because questions will come only from NCERT. Remember, studying line to line, underlying each and every point, writing them again and again is never enough because you should solve MCQs for each topic you have gone through. Now let us see 3 golden tips for biology. Tip number 1. Students usually zone out while studying biology and I face the problem too. So I try to find out a solution. Whenever I complete reading one page, I'll start making my own questions as tricky as possible. This helped me focus more, at least to make my own question. Tip number 2. Never miss on summary points and diagrams. Tip number 3. Whenever you make a mistake in any question in biology, be it during a practice session or during an exam, immediately mark it down in your NCERT because it will be very useful whenever you revise it. You'll revise the questions too. Okay, now let me share you a story. In the initial days, like during my 11th standard, I have seen two extremes of people. Number one, they'll neglect biology, they'll not study biology at all, they'll only listen to classes and write exams. They'll get a decent score, that is not a problem. But neglecting a subject completely is problematic. Number two, people will stick around biology, they'll spend a lot of time. So you should not be on the extremes. Make sure you go on a balanced path. People usually make mistakes on these questions: assertion reason questions, statement 1-2 questions, match the following, which of the following is incorrect, true or false questions, diagram labeling question. Make sure you are strong in these areas. Number 2, chemistry. Chemistry is again divided into physical, inorganic, and organic chemistry. So for all this, we have some general rules. Rule 1, stick to NCERT. Don't read so much beyond NCERT because what I did during my preparation was I initially read so much out of NCERT, I eventually forgot everything, sat, revised, forgot, sat, revised, forgot, and the cycle repeated, which was absolutely unnecessary because questions will come only from NCERT. Number 2, NCERT for chemistry is as important as like NCERT for biology. You have to be thorough with the NCERT, solve all book back questions, in-text questions, solved examples, exemplar questions, and also previous year questions. These are the sets of questions you must be thorough for all physical, organic, and inorganic chemistry. So for physical chemistry now, read NCERT once, highlight all theory points. Take a note, write all your formulas from that chapter, solve as many questions as possible. Not until you're clear from the chapter, but until you cannot make any mistake from the chapter. Also, you have to be very thorough with balancing reactions. Because in my initial days, what I did was I memorized each and every reaction that was given in the NCERT with the coefficients. I struggled in the exam to revise all coefficients, to remember all coefficients, and I'll end up forgetting each and every reaction. So what you have to do is you have to know the basics. When I add this substrate to this substrate, what product I'll get. Then you have to be able to balance the reaction on your own. Only then you will feel confident in your exams. For inorganic chemistry, you have to read NCERT multiple times. There is no other go. For organic chemistry, base is everything. You have to be very strong in your 11th organic so that you will understand your 12th organic more efficiently. Before starting your 12th organic, take some 1 or 2 days to revise 11th organic properly. Then solve all questions. You have a lot of reaction questions in your book back in your NCERT. You said read the question, you try to solve each question and write down the questions. For chemistry, you have to be very strong at your basics. Basics is everything in chemistry. You can see your confidence boost way up when you are strong at your basics. You will feel very easy to learn the complex chapters because chemistry is so much interconnected with each chapter. In your periodic classification chapter, make sure you know at least the first 30 elements very properly. Their name, their valency, their atomic number, and their atomic masses. You would have probably seen my short notes of chemistry in Instagram. This is how I prepared it. So every time you read a chapter in NCERT, you have to read it thrice. During your first time, you have to give it a rough read. during your second time you have to highlight, because if you start highlighting during your rough read, you'll end up highlighting so many things that you have to sit and study it for 2 days before your need to cover up the highlighted points only. And during your third time, you have to make the short notes. It is not necessary that you have to sit, study, highlight, make the short notes in one go. You can make the short notes like later. During your 12th boards, during that preparation, you make short notes for your 12th standard. And even after 12th boards, you will have some time during which you can prepare short notes for 11th. It is very important to make an error note for chemistry separately. Write the chapter name, leave some 3-4 pages for each chapter. From the beginning, start noting all your mistakes, and it will be very useful during your NEET preparation, like during the mock test time. You have to revise your mistakes because you can easily repeat a mistake, and repeating a mistake is very dangerous. So you have to be careful about what mistakes you have made in the past and not repeat it during your NEET. Number 3, physics. So many students fear physics because the physics we studied in 10th and 11th are hugely different. This seems very difficult, right? Especially the mechanics part. I felt so much depressed, demotivated during that time while solving mechanics. And you can trust me, once you cross mechanics, physics is going to be easier than you actually think. And once you complete your 12th standard and come back to 11th while solving mechanics, mechanics will also feel easy. So for physics, wherever you're studying, be it offline, online, you have to take proper notes. Come back home, read the notes twice or thrice until you understand the concept so much that you cannot make any mistake in the concept. Once you have understood the concept, you can easily solve the question. Read the question, write down all the given points, then think which formula can fit in all the points that is given in the question. Then choose the formula, substitute, and you will get the answer. When you are solving a question and you are stuck in between the question you cannot solve, you should not go to the solutions immediately. You sit back, you read the question slowly again and again for 2 to 3 times, and pakka you'll get that one hint that you missed. We usually fear for big questions during exams, but guys, chill. Big questions, they'll have so many details given in the question. You just have to take out the details and put it in the formula and you'll get the answer. You should not fear for big questions. And you have to practice a lot of diagram questions because you will get a variety of questions in your exams which can also come in your need. So you have to be more confident in diagram questions. For physics, from the beginning, try to maintain a formula note and an error note. In your error note, you are going to write the given. You have to write the formula that you made a mistake in red pen and box it, and you have to write the solutions also. And before your NEET, you are at least revising the formulas that you made mistakes on. And the formula note, it should not contain each and every formula you study in physics. Only the most important ones of each chapter you're going to write down. I'll share my story of physics with you. Initially, I felt so much depressed because of physics. You can never imagine, because I studied in a Montessori playway method till my 10th standard. I was like very free, not under pressure, and suddenly there was a 180-degree switch. I was like confused. I did not understand physics only, and I did not know how to approach and all. I did not know how to solve. I knew nothing. I was a zero in physics at the start, and slowly I tried putting more efforts, a little more effort than the previous day. I tried solving. I asked doubts. I discussed with friends. I discussed with faculty. Slowly I understood that concept is over solving. First you understand concept, then you solve. Simply solving so many questions and thinking that you will get that questions in exam and you can crack the exam, it will not work. You have to understand the topic, and if you listen to class properly, they'll tell you some points regarding solving problems that you have to integrate while solving. And during your exam or while solving a question, you read the question, your brain should automatically imagine the situation. It is happening right in front of you. Take for example rain umbrella problem. You are studying, a girl is walking in the rain is coming behind her, her umbrella is like this. Just reading the question, it will not help you. You have to stand in the situation. You are going in the rain, you are holding the umbrella, rain is coming behind you, and once you imagine, you can put the diagram, you can draw the diagram, and once you have the diagram, you can solve the question. So first, you learn the concept, you start imagining, you start working out more problems, and you feel more confident while solving new questions in the exam also. I asked the most silliest doubts, even the most silliest doubts, directly to the faculty. I'll torture them with my doubts, and you have to do the same. You have to go and ask, talk to the faculty, learn everything that is possible, extract all their knowledge, try to incorporate it in every sum, and you just have to be more open to your faculty, talk all your doubts, clear them. There is nothing like silly doubts, good doubts. There is no ranking in doubts. You can ask whatever doubt comes into your mind. You have to ask it and clear it there. Physics in NEET, you'll get mostly numerical problems, but some theory questions will also come. So how should you cover this small theory portion is, you have to go through all graphs that is given in your NCRT, points to ponder and summary points. Okay, now let us discuss the one question I made mistake in my NEET. That was a question from atoms chapter, and it was a direct statement from the summary of NCRT, which was like all atoms are stable and etc., etc., something was there. And It was my first question in my set, and while reading, I felt everything was normal. Yeah, all atoms are stable. What's wrong? I kept it as true, and I chose both statement one and statement two are true. And in NCERT, it was given like not all atoms are stable because there are also atoms of radioactive substances which like disintegrate rapidly, right? So when you read NCERT, not not even every line, but when you read these points to pointer summary graphs, you'll pick up that important points that will help you for theory questions. And while solving questions, no, like during practice, like during question paper sessions, mock tests, whenever you make a mistake in theory, write it down in your error notes. You have chapter wise error notes, no? You have to write it down, and while revising for NEET, you'll eventually cover up all theory points. Remember, guys, don't neglect physics theory because I missed 720 here. Imagine getting 720 and people claim that this question is wrong. IIT Delhi comes into picture and they tell like statement 1 is false, 2 is true, and you end up getting 715. You were 720 and 715. That is me. I have went through this. So before you get into this situation, better read these points from NCERT and write down all your theory mistakes that you make. So most of you have asked about physics and chemistry. I hope I made it a bit clear for you and you have a better picture in your mind now. One of you have asked about my study routine during NEET. I usually prefer morning studies, so I wake up by around 4:30, study for till 7:30. Then I attend classes from 8 to 5:30. Again, I study from evening 6 to 10:30, 11 in the night, and I sleep. That's all. I sleep some 6 hours. Other times I study. I won't waste time except for that 5-10 minute breaks I used to take with my friends to talk and all. One of you have asked like how to manage boards and NEET. Remember, both of them will have the same syllabus. You are going to read NCERT. If you are very thorough or very properly preparing for NEET, you'll feel it very easy during your boards also. What you have to do little extra is before 1 month, you just have to sit down, study some short answer question, long answer question, previous year board questions. That is enough for you to get a good score actually. One of you have asked that I'm not strong at my 11th, how to revise. So whenever you feel like you're not strong in your 11th standard, make sure you prepare your 12th standard very properly. And during your board preparation also, you have to simultaneously finish all your NEET preparation, write short notes, everything. Your 12th portion should be over by the time you finish your board exams. And once your board gets over, you will get a good amount of time in between your boards and NEET. During that time, you have to dedicate some time for 11th to cover up all the pending syllabus, all the concepts you are weak. You have to finish it after boards. And during your 12th preparation, if you feel like my basics are weak in this particular chapter, then you can go back to 11th, strengthen the basics, and come back to 12th. By this way, you can cover up small topics here and there, but this cannot help you entirely. The post board period is your golden period. Please don't waste this time. I'm repeating this again, very, very important. If you feel that you're not strong in your 11th, please make sure that you are at least strong in your 12th standard. A piece of advice to all the NEET aspirants: don't overthink about results. Don't think like what will happen if I don't get 650, what will happen if I don't get a medical college. Don't stress out into the results. You keep working hard and you'll eventually see the results in the future. You just trust the process, believe in yourself. At the start of every day, when you wake up from your bed, you have to think about the college you have to enter, your dream college, the dream marks. You just have to remind yourself that you're working for it. You are ready to put your effort, your sweats, your blood, your flesh. You are ready to give everything towards it. So you have to dream big, aim big, fix the goal, and work for it. And also, this exam's result should not affect the preparation of your next exam. You have to cut off all your distractions, be it mobile, social media, TV, songs, whatever it is that is distracting you, you have to cut away it. You just sacrifice all those things for 1 year and you will enter your dream college. The most important thing that I wanted to convey during this video is you would have seen a lot of videos for your NEET preparation, and you may also think that, okay, let me watch one more video so that I'll get the maximum clarity. But I'm telling you, you have to work hard, you have to study, you have to solve so much, and at one point you will understand how to handle the subject, what is important, what will come as a question, how to solve that, how to omit options, how to select the best option, where you can make the mistake, where other students will make mistake, and how I should avoid from making the mistake. This clarity, once you get, you will start going at the top gear. And for this, you have to practice more, you have to study more, you have to solve more. There is no other go. Whichever standard you are regular, you're 11th standard, 12th standard, you're repeated. This is the most important thing I wanted to convey. I hope that the essence of the video, this essence, everything is conveyed to you. And if you have any more doubts, feel free to comment it down and I'll be answering to it. So all the very best for your NEET preparation. Believe in yourself and keep going. Do like the video, comment down your doubts, share this to your fellow NEET aspirants, and subscribe to my channel for more NEET and medical content. Tata, bye-bye.